know that he's the seed, then please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom, we'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these heathens and demons. I know you see them scheming, please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom, we got the keys for the keys for the Jesus pieces, but they really don't know Jesus. Just know that he's the seed, then please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom, we'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these heathens and demons. I know you see them scheming, please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom, we got the keys to the keys to the.
You're African American, right? So according to God, you come from the tribe of Judah. You're not African American, because there's no power in calling yourself an African American. African comes from the name of Leo Scipios Africanus. America comes from the name of Amerigo Vespucci. Those are two white men. Do you derive from two white men? No. So why are we calling ourselves an African American? Psalms 49 and 11. I'm gonna show you. Anytime they conquer land, they put their name on their land. I'm gonna show you. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
So the inward thought of the so-called white man, he thinks America's gonna last forever. But we got news for you, white man. The world be destroyed when the Messiah returns.
That's right.
That's what God said. America is not gonna last forever. When you look at every empire, bro, the time frame is roughly up to 250 to 300 years. When did America come into power? 1776. Showing that America is on its decline right now. When they went up to that moon, God said then he's going to bring them down. This kingdom have never been the same since then. Breathe.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Breathe.
They called their lands after their own name.
They do what?
Called their lands after their own names.
So they called their lands after their own names. And the reason they do that because they think that their land is going to last forever. God said, no. Your land is not going to last forever. Second Ezra 6 and 8. Because with Esau ruling and his kingdom coming down, the Israelites are rising up and our kingdom is being set up. You understand? Thus saith the Lord. Watch this, breathe.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So he said Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. It was symbolic of something. Jacob holding the heel of Esau, it symbolizes something. Let's see what it symbolizes. Come on.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is what?
Is the end of the world.
Esau is the so-called white man according to the Bible. God say Esau, the so-called white man, he's the end of the world. Read.
And Jacob is the beginning.
And Jacob is what?
The beginning.
So that we got next. That's what God said. He said, Jacob, we got next. But our word is not created for everybody. How you doing, sis? 2nd Ezra 8 and 1. I'm going to show you. Do you want the kingdom of heaven? Yeah. I'm going to show you, but the word that's to come is not created for everybody. Watch this, breathe.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
He said, the Most High, he made this world for many, but the world to come is only for a few, the elect, the chosen. Them that endure to the end, them that shall be saved. You understand, bro? Do you understand how we got over here on this side of the world? How did we get over here? By boats. Do you think that's in the Bible? Oh, watch, I'm going to show you. Deuteronomy 28. Read.
And the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Said the Lord will bring thee. The thee is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. He said he will bring us into Egypt. What was going on in Egypt? Do you know you have any biblical history?
He wants to know what message we're trying to propagate.
You want to know what message we're trying to teach? Isaiah 49 and 6. Hold that. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to show you our message. This is the mission. This is why we're out here every Sabbath day. This is why we do 90 days of camp. This is why we out teaching the gospel 365. For this reason right here. Isaiah 49 and 6. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob.
To do what?
Raise up the tribes of Jacob.
So we are out here to raise up the tribes of Jacob. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's our mission. You understand that?
Wake 'em up.
And God says it's a light thing, man. It's not hard to do. It's the least we can do. In the eyes of God, we are unprofitable service. We do whatever is so-called right in the eyes of God. We don't come out here of our own will. We only do this to magnify the name of the Lord.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord. Read it again. Come on.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob.
To do what?
Raise up the tribes of Jacob.
To raise up the tribes of Jacob. God didn't send us to the so-called white man. God didn't send us to the so-called Arabian man. He only sent us to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Read.
And to restore preserved of Israel.
To do what?
Restore the preserved of Israel.
It's our people that need healing. It's our people that need comfort.
Right.
We're the ones that feel the ghettos.
Right.
We're the ones that's on the bottom of society.
Right.
We feel the slums. We got the worst education. God say we have to restore the decayed state of our people.
That's right.
Not anybody else. You understand that? All praises. Then let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 for my man. 28 to 68. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Said God was going to bring the Israelites into Egypt again. What was going on in Egypt? Moses. When Moses went to Pharaoh, what did he say? Let my what go? Let my people go, right? Why did he say let my people go?
He said he knew the Israelites in slavery under the Egyptians, but he didn't know that was the black people.
Okay, I'm going to show you that's our people. I'm showing you right here. He said, let my people go. Judah 5 and 11. Judah 5 and 11. I'm going to show you why God calls this place Egypt. Read.
The book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them, and dealt subtly with them, and brought them low with laboring in brick, and made them slaves.
Did what?
Made them slaves.
So in Egypt, we were made slaves. Likewise, here in America, Babylon the Great. You understood that, but you don't understand that's talking about our people, right? Watch. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Read it again. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said he's going to bring us into Egypt again. You got a dollar bill? What about you, bro? You got a dollar bill in your pocket? What about you? You got a dollar bill? On the back of a dollar bill, why is there a pyramid on the back of a dollar bill? Why is there a pyramid on the back of a dollar bill? Egypt, right? Remember, God said he's going to bring us into Egypt again with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So we was prophesied to come over here on cargo slave ships.
That's right.
This has happened thousands of years ago. Well, we'll show you that this Bible is indeed a true book. This is the greatest book on the face of this earth.
That's right.
When you come up here, you can't come up here with anything else because you're kicking against the bricks.
Right.
God's word is going to stand. Now, Deuteronomy 28 and 15, I'm going to show my brother that was us in the land of Egypt, bro. I'm going to show you how we know that we are the Israelites without a shout of a doubt. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
Oh, his what?
All his commandments.
So God is making a contract with his chosen people. He said if we don't listen and keep all his commandments, read.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said all these curses will come upon the chosen people of God and overtake them. Verse 32, come on.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
He said, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your sons will be given unto another people. Who did that happen to, bro? It happened to the Israelites, but up to today, did that not happen to us? Right, showing you that these curses is us. Watch this, verse 46, come on.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
They are talking about the curses. He said that these curses are going to be upon the children of Israel for a sign. How do we know that this is 14th and Irving Street? Because of the sign, right? How do we know that this is Columbia Heights Metro Station? Because of the sign, right? The same way we can identify where we at is the same way we can identify who the children of Israel are when we see these curses according to God.
Bring it out.
You understand? Verse 48, come on.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
So God said, because you broke his commandments, you will serve his enemies. Read.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them against him?
The Lord shall send against thee.
It was the spirit of the Lord that he put upon the so-called white man to punish us for our iniquities. He didn't do it with his own will. It's punishment from God. Read.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
So God said we serve this enemy in hunger. Do we not have to go to our enemy for hunger and for food? When you hungry, where do you go, bro? You go get some food. Who own those places, though? The white man. God calls him your enemy. Read.
And in thirst.
And if what?
And in thirst.
When you thirsty, where do we get our thirst from? Where do we get our drink from? The stores. No, stores owned by the white man. All praises. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
When we need clothing, where do we go? The clothing stores made by the white man. Read.
And in want of all things.
He said, in want of all things, if we wanted an education, if we wanted to learn about God, who do we have to go to? The white man. He said, in the want of all things, read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He said, this same enemy is going to put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Who had yokes of iron on their neck? Huh? The slaves. That's our people, right? But who is he speaking to right here? He's speaking to the Israelites, bro. Showing you that we are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's what we're showing you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All those are bywords. Those not your God-given name. God calls you Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. You are God's chosen people.
That's right.
Y'all understand that? It's time to come back to the one true God, man. Time is at hand. Because this kingdom right here is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Did you know that? Revelation 18:4.
Wake them up. Teach.
This kingdom's not going to last forever, Cap. This kingdom is going to be destroyed, thus saith the Lord. Why? Because they have touched God anointed. We have a Savior that's waiting to destroy this kingdom for you.
That's right.
Y'all don't understand how great y'all are. Christ is coming to deliver the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And I have heard another voice from heaven, saying, come out of her, my people.
He said, come out of her, my people. He didn't say all people. He said, my people. Why? Because his people are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sin.
For what?
Her sin.
So he tells you, don't follow the ways of America. Don't celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate your birthday. Don't partake in Pride Month. God say, don't be partakers of their sins. Read.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
That you receive not of her plagues. Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquity.
Read.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
So God said he's going to reward her even as she rewarded you. Read.
And double unto her.
And what?
Double unto her. Double according to her work.
So God said they're going to get double for what they did to God's chosen people.
That's right.
That's what said the Lord. Come on.
In the cup which she had filled with her, to her a double.
Read.
How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow.
And them know what?
No widow.
What is over there in New York? The statue of what? Read it again.
How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow.
So she thinks she's going to reign and rule forever. Read.
And shall see no sorrow.
Read.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning,
So God said, in one day it's going to come death and mourning. Read.
and famine.
And what?
And famine.
And what?
And famine.
So famine is a recompense from God. The reason why famine is coming here to Babylon the Great is a payment from God. 2nd Ezra 16 and 18, hold that. Famine is sent to punish you so-called rebellious Negroes because you want to partake in the ways of the heathen. That's why God is sending famine and pestilence here in the land of our captivity. Read.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. The beginning of famine.
The beginning of what?
Of famine.
So this is only the beginning of famine. Read.
And great death.
And what?
Great death.
So there's going to be great death in America when that famine fully hits America. Read.
The beginning of wars.
The beginning of what?
Of war.
He said the beginning of wars. Read.
And the powers shall stand in fear.
Read.
The beginning of evil.
The beginning of what?
Evil.
Read.
What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
You see that? So God is going to send famine, he's going to send pestilence, and a rebellious Negro is still not going to return from his wickedness. Why? Because he was appointed to die. 2/3 of our people will get destroyed by thermonuclear fire, thus saith the Lord. Second, Zechariah 13 and 8. It's prophesied. All praises, bro. Make sure you check that thing out. 2/3 of our people gotta get put to death. It gotta happen. So what side are y'all going to choose? You going to choose life or you going to choose death?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.